All right. Well, I'll start by welcoming
Yeah.
Mistress Sharon McLeod,
Oh,
prolific artist, author, writer, fucking creator. Oh my God. Um, Yay. Good to have you.
oh, thank you, Vicky. Thanks heaps.
So just recently you were in or are in this for your visual, or what do you call it? Not visual
Oh,
art, it's visualized art. What is it?
yeah, visionary
Um,
art, the
oh
Cosm
fuck.
Diary.
Yes.
Yeah,
The synapses aren't firing yet. Got the
yeah,
coffee going.
yeah,
Yes. What a coup.
yeah. That's so cool.
That
That was
come about.
about just before COVID hit. So my best friend and I, Monique, just applied to go to New York to Alex Gray and his Cosm. He he's a visionary artist, and he all his art's on the Tool record cover, and like it's all. And we heard about he's like got this big art thing there. You can stay and learn from him. So we thought, fuck it, let's just apply. So we just for a joke applied. My friend just applied on her phone, and I've done it. We sort of forgot about it. Then we both get the email that day saying you've been accepted because only 20 in the world can go in a 1 week intensive painting with Alex Gray and his wife Alison. And so my best friend, I checked my email first, and she was like, oh no, this is bad. What if I don't get in? I'll come with you and support anyway, because we didn't think two of us. And sure enough, she got in too. So the two of us set off for New York, and we had the best week of our life, and our art just upgraded. Like, even it was so weird. The first night we were there, we both put our head on the pillow, and then I couldn't get to sleep. It felt like I'd just taken acid or a DMT. I was seeing all this like sacred geometry. And I thought, what have they done? Is this in the water? And then my friend was thinking the same thing. And we both weren't telling each other because we thought we're both individually mad. And then eventually she said, do you feel like you're on DMT? And I said, oh my fucking God. I said, it feels like, I've been tripping for the last half hour. And she said, same here. It's unbelievable. Anyway, the next morning we get up to meet Alex Gray, and he goes, how did you all sleep? I hope you all slept very well. And he goes, but any news on any information on anything happened to any of you all? And I said, yeah, what did you put in the water? It feels like I was on DMT last night. And he goes, oh, very good, very good. And then someone else said, yeah, we had the same experience. And apparently he put it's like a grid, energetic grid over the place. So it sort of helped you upgrade, so assimilate to the area. And, we're being from Australia, both of us feeling it. So it was like we had a free DMT and we're ready to paint for the week. It was just unbelievable.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
where is this? Because in New York, I'm picturing like a city, but it sounds like it was more like in a natural setting.
It's in nature. It's upstate New York, so it's Wappinger. It's like right up near Boston. Yeah, and so we took a train. My brother actually lived in New York at the time, and he took us up there and got us on. He drove us there. And my family were laughing, saying, "Oh my God, the girls are joining a cult," because it was like this visionary art thing. And then we rang them up in the middle, said, "We're joining the cult, and we love our leader. We're in." It was so funny.
Converted.
Yeah, we've run away.
That's so cool.
It was so cool. We worked so hard. We were like there for a whole week and painted over 100 hours intensive, 10 hours a day, not even more.
Sounds like heaven.
It was so heaven. We got fed 3 meals a day and just big philosophical discussions. It was just such a good week.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling FOMO. We should do something like that here. Every time I go, we should do something like that. I mean, we've got all this space. We might as well.
Oh,
but
yeah.
so they printed it in a book? How did because it's the bee thing.
So they're raising money to make the big visionary art thing called Entheon. It's like their big gallery, and they've got the Terence McKenna's ashes there, and an acid requiem there as well on LSD. It's like, so over the years they've been just funding and selling their art and getting as much money as they can. And so to get into this book, you have to apply, and then you'd pay an advertising fee to get in and help build Entheon, the sacred art temple that there you can go. So so I'm just so happy to be in there with like the best artists in the world, people like Autumn. Yeah. And
where can us Aussies get it? Is it easy for us? Can we get it on your shop?
Online. You can go on their Cosm shop online, but I'm going to try to get them in my little shop. I'm talking. Yeah, but if you want them quicker, you just go online to their Cosm shop. Yeah.
Well, I'm doing this on visual, right?
Yeah.
I do break it off and do it as a pod, but I'll put the link on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, good one.
So if you can't find it, bitches, go to the Vish and you'll see
Yeah.
the link. I'll also put it in the show notes because I
Yeah.
mean it's such an achievement, Dales. Bravo.
Yeah, it was really good. I can't believe it. It changed my art. Like, yeah, I felt
Yeah.
portal opened and like, yeah, and I went to the next level. And I mean, you can never stop learning. Same with tarot or runes, everything, you know. Yeah.
Now, speaking of which, I've had a reading with you. Johnny and I both had a reading with you, and we had the whole enchilada, which was like tarot, the creatrix board, whatever it is. I don't know. But anyway, I'm telling you, people, because you've got to fucking do this. This is so cool. So the difference for me, or the chef's kiss, the thing that made it the cherry on top and so unique was the palm reading.
Yeah. Yeah. The palm I love because it tells me I love doing that first because I can just get a whole map. It's just a map reading. So,
Yeah.
and then I do end up getting intuitive vibes from it. I start with the map reading and then the palm, the energy from the palm, then it'll give me other things. But if you just start with basic lines, you don't even like you can just read the map. It can go on the whole. It's such a cool way to start.
It was so spot on.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, you have the tarot reading and it's of the moment. You know, you
Yeah.
have like that consultation and it hits a spot. But what I found with this was it was more character driven.
Yeah.
So it taught me more about myself and how to handle then what was going to come in the following reading.
Yes, that's it.
Don't worry, I downloaded it for Johnny, and he, you know, when he needs a bit of inspo, he listens to himself and his
that's
potential.
so good. Yeah, he was beautiful. He's
The best.
Oh man, yeah, but I love how it's like you're born with one, and the other one's your destiny. You know, because then you can see if you're on track or you're off, or if you've gone a little bit off. But you know, destiny's up to us anyway. This is just a general map. That's why the palm can change, and that's what's so fascinating.
Right.
Yeah, because I've photographed my children's palms growing up, and like if I had a weakness on my palm and I worked on that weakness, then you can see the lines where it healed itself, or you know what I mean. So the palms change. You're set in destiny a little bit. But you've still got room to play in that. Yeah.
Yeah, and potentials.
Yeah, I love that, and I love how clearly you can see that in the palm, and you can instantly see, even if you can't get a look at the lines, you can see the shape of the palm. You can just look at their thumb and see if they're weak-willed or strong-willed, or if someone's a pushover.
We did it online. We did it online as well. And in saying that, I'd sent you some photos. So you had that and, you know, a bit of light. Was that like, hello? Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, because you live in a little bit of a community off grids, off center, off, you know what I mean? So it might be harder to you if you were, say, in Melbourne or whatever.
That's
so
right.
Definitely it translated to an online experience really well, I thought.
Yeah, I think so too. And what I thought too, I'm also so sensitive being an artist as well that I found every time I read live for people, even if the most beautiful person, didn't matter because I'm an empath, I didn't know any ways to stop me feeling like the person or just depressed or neck aches. I couldn't even move my neck. And then it took me years to correspond what it was. And then I realized, oh my God, it's a reading. So I just stopped reading. And then instead of learning techniques, you know, now I've learned more techniques, but the best one is I find I give more through Zoom. It's easier, it's better. Like, you know what I mean? I've got more energy.
Look, the one thing about COVID was Zoom. You know what I mean? Zoom became a go thing. And look, I like it. I like it. At first, I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this shit online? You know, because AI sort of piggybacks. And at the same time, it's particularly if I've met the person or they've come here before, and then I follow on with them later, I find it's fantastic.
It is.
You know, like no one has to miss out.
Yeah, I agree. It's just so cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I did love doing with you was the magical tea party.
Oh, it was fun. That was so fun, wasn't it? That was one of the funnest. Oh my God, all the women, something magical happens on those days.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So what this is you go to Sharon's and you've got to go to Sharon. I mean, yeah, we could do one here, sure, but this is like, because she lives in this little magical fucking setup, very magical. And you sit around this gorgeous sort of like, it's so gothic, that table. And if you're lucky, you can have things made by surrounding people that taste really yummy. But these particular cups, I don't have mine here, it's inside, but they're
I'll go get
called
it.
for. Oh, yes, okay. All right, I'll keep telling the groovers. So it's like this cup, and the cup has markings on it, so you can read your tea leaves. Like, it's great. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I knew.
Right.
So, yeah.
So everyone sits around the table and we, you know, have our tea, so to speak, and yummies. And then the reading begins. So it's not just, I mean, yes, Sharon does a good reading too, but the girls around the table all put their 5 cents in too. And when I was there, it was like a witch convention, for Christ's sakes. I mean, they also, you know, it was like a great big download of a tarot deck sitting here.
It was so good. And even the shyest of women all find their voice. Everyone's got the greatest insight. Like, I get taught new things because I can't see shit being that close to me. So that's why I hold the cup up and everyone sees, and it gets their symbolic muscles going. I notice, like, people start by the second reading, everyone's seeing, you know, and the hard part is agreeing on the same symbols, that because they start shape shifting. Yeah,
they do though. They do, and then it's like there was a story for everyone, you know, which was beautiful.
Incredible how it works,
and the way it came out. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, so these fantastic tea parties, one and only Sharon McLeod. Don't feel for any imitation. Go to the.
That's
I wonder
it.
if you could do that online. You know, like
everybody
had.
I've been asked to do that because there's people overseas that want to do it, but then I thought I'd have to send out the cup first, and which wouldn't be too.
All right.
Yeah, it would be too.
Let's do it. Oh, look at me! I'm already in production mode. Right? Okay. So you know, my close up.
Yeah, I could do it. Like, it would be fun, but it's just something about people.
So.
Yeah, like, I think there's so much magic, you know, about the, and it's a big effort to come up that mountain, and.
But what can I?
Yeah.
I mean, my God, I'm in my little Suzuki. What the fuck am I saying?
You're in another dimension. Yeah.
It is. It's like you cross over. It's like fire. I always know when I'm on the peninsula or on that like obsidian shelf. It's like this. You almost go through a veil or a curtain.
That must be the obsidian. Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, and we're all connected. Because we're on the caldera,
that volcanic chain. But where you are is the water element, really.
Yes, water. It's on that.
I mean, I know I'm near a beach, but yours is like that original water.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that area. What are the legends and of that area?
It's funny, we've got yowies. Everyone knows about the yowies. It's been like really normal people that have seen these yowies. People that don't want to believe in yowies have seen them, and there's been a range I've seen.
What's a yowie? If I didn't know what a yowie was, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a big hairy. Oh, it's apparently a big hairy man, like a big hairy sort of.
Sure, it wasn't just in your neighbours.
Not my partner, but this is like hair all over.
Oh no, he doesn't look like a yowie. He looks like a wowie.
He's a wowie. He's got so much hair though, but yeah. So the yowies, they're like sort of. Even Aboriginal culture, I think, had the yowies in them. They mentioned, I can't remember what they call him, but you know, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all those big people. But yeah, so there's, I don't know what it is. There might be portals in the mountain, or whether they come and go while they've never been found. Like, they might be able to, who knows? They might be able to decompose, like, and you know, dematerialize, and then so no one really knows. But the legend, because the white settlers came here, there's no Aboriginals up here, but there's one lady that is a survivor apparently, and she lives on Stradbroke, and she's been coming and sharing the creation stories a bit. It's to do with the Pleiadeans, and I only know a little bit of it, being not from Aboriginal race. Apparently we can't know the full story, but the little bit of the story I know is the Pleiadeans came and they used their tapping sticks to tap all the springs into existence. And so
I love that.
I love that too, because they've just been everywhere, the Pleiadeans. Like, they're everywhere, man. So And I resonate with that star group more. So I thought, oh wow, so water must be like connected to Pleiadians, and maybe that's what I thought, because they've used these tapping sticks. And then I've also wondered, where do all the springs start, in our region and this system of water? And well, I believe that they start here in Springbrook because it's the heart, and that's why the Pleiadians came here and tapped the water from here first, and all the veins that run out from this mountain, feeding all the springs probably around your area too. And really, they all come from this heart, and it's just like an anthem.
Because you're up in the map, it kind of feels like it's trickling down anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. People say to me, "How did you go in the floods?" And I say, "We cause floods. We don't."
Yeah, right.
We cause them up here, but yeah.
I don't go to floods. I am the flood.
I am the flood. I don't go to.
That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, Byron's got all the legends, like where we are in Myocum, women and children's area, Tiagra, black magic. The Byron area itself is women's area.
Yeah.
So in the old days, before it got built up, it used to come in every month, the tide, and wash out the bay. And then when the, right. And so this is why it's women's area.
Yeah.
And then when the whalers came, they built up and changed that. They silted it up basically. So now it doesn't do the same thing.
Wow.
That's probably why I'm fucking confused.
The what? Yeah, I forget about the whalers.
That's why Byron's so confused. Yeah, right. Yeah. I know it's one big avatar, but hey, it's great juju. Anyway. Yeah. Right.
I know, it's
and
so
when out, then here we've got the women and children's, and then you go up and up a bit more to main arm, and it's more men's area or men's initiation. All these places, lived before, so to speak. I mean, Lennox Head.
And what about Nimbin? Nimbin's like male too, isn't it?
I'm such a hobbit. I'm like fucking 50 feet around. You know what I
mean? Yeah. I'm same. Same here. I feel I just love my home and staying home, creating.
I love the shops in Nimbin, but I can't fucking leave. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's too dry there for starters. Yeah. I love a good sea breeze, and I need water. And for me, it feels dry.
Yeah, it does. I know what you mean. It does feel
you're inland, but you still feel sea breeze. You still feel,
But what were you going to sorry about Lennox Head? I interrupted you, but I'm interested.
Oh, sorry. That's all right. So Lennox, now, someone could get on this and say, you're full of shit. Maybe I am. I don't know. This is what I've heard, okay? This is the legends that I've been told. So that it was full of women and children and the old shaman, and they pushed them off the bluff there.
Wow.
So it's really, I don't like Lennox. Sorry to you, Lennox. But it's like it always gives me that as I drive through, I can't wait to get out,
Yeah. It feels masculine in Lennox. Like
it's
really
all trading there. Yeah. You know what I mean? All the Tories live there. It's like,
it feels very fluoridated there.
Yeah, it's like a Hilux heaven,
Yeah.
Fluoridated with a chloride chaser.
Yeah. With a hint of Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I know. But yeah, it does.
So there's all these, and Lord Byron at Byron's built on a what do you call it? A tombstone. What do you call those places? A cemetery.
Graveyard. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Right. I mean, what he goes, that's an asbestos dump.
Oh.
Don't.
What the hell?
The houses there were going for $5,000 30 years ago. You know what I mean?
God.
You couldn't even get a parking spot for
That's so funny. Well, Springbrook was basically logged. All of this mountain was logged at the turn of the century. There's a lot of regrowth. There's only a few virgin spots left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just raped everything. And all the wood here went off to England.
Something weird happened between 1900 and say 1920, something's not right. There's some inconsistency.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have bells. We used to have like building, like it was a different setup, and it's changed so fucking quickly. I know that, I remember my older people in my life be like, oh, it's changed so much, turned into that.
Yeah.
And it really has.
I know. I reflect on that too. It's just incredible. Like even my childhood felt like the sun was a different color. It felt more yellow back then. Now it's white, and even
and the vibe's different.
Yeah,
you know, like as it hits in, it's a fry. It's like a radioactive. It doesn't feel like that nourishing juju.
100%. I feel like fried lately with all those solar flares, and I feel like there's EMFs. I don't trust. Like I don't know what it is, but that's why I love all the trees around me. They absorb so much. They're so friendly. Like they absorb.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine being in a city. I couldn't imagine even being in a burb. You know what I mean? Like we drive through, say, Byron or whatever, and for me, that's the burbs.
Yeah.
Now.
Byron's. Byron's a bit hardcore. It's the parking meters.
I don't know what.
It was when they started putting those parking meters that ruined everything.
Oh, well, it's in Brunswick Heads now.
Oh yeah, I know, the poor dudes. What about?
The thing is, Brunswick Heads is never going to be the new Byron. It's trying to make fetch happen. It's like it's a different setup. It's different. No, it's Byron is unique.
Yeah,
Byron will change, and it will change again, and it will change again. Especially, I think, with this Pluto coming into Aquarius. You know what I mean? It's like Byron. People think it's the people of Byron. It's not. It's the land, and the land. The people onto the land. You know what I mean? And most of them, bless their little cotton socks, they come here for a nice little set of healings, and it works. Don't stay. It's like it just doesn't. Exactly. So that was another thing with Byron was or is or known as with the medicine bowl, that meeting place. Like you're not meant to be permanent. Hence that way that the what do you call it? The tide would come in and wash out every month. That sense of
exactly. What
now it's all dead and done.
I'm interested when you said Pluto in Aquarius. What does that mean?
Well, every, say, 18 to 20 years, Pluto's the big planetoid. I don't know. They change it from a planet to whatever the fuck, the big thing in the sky that changes signs. And so they call it a generational sign because it's, this 20 years, roughly a generation, has that as their Pluto configuration.
Yeah, right.
Now it's Capricorn, which is like fucking hardcore daddy-o, like the schoolmaster structure, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
I know. And going into Aquarius, which is like fucking loose goose, it's all the structures are remantled.
Oh, no, that's horrible for free spirits.
Right? So it's either going to be we all get hooked up to machines or we all go completely and back. I'm going for the feral.
Wow.
Although I don't know how feral Miller. I think I can do it.
Yeah, I'm going to go feral, but then
my version of feral still has like comforts. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about feral.
No, I'm a glamping feral. I'll be glamping feral. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I've got Taurus ascendant. My ascendant's in Taurus. I need like little luxuries that.
And beauty. You know, like your house is like a walking art show. You know, like there's something that takes the eye. Like my eyes were going in every direction. Like, what can I see next? You know, and everything fits you. It's not like nothing's redundant. Do you know what I mean? Or like everything has purpose in it, so it flows.
Beautiful. You know, it's nice to see that. Yeah, I love everything.
I'm telling you, I think I've got, say, pregnancy brain. Apparently, there's a thing called menopause brain.
Oh.
I don't know if I've, but I don't really care. If I forget shit, I forget shit. You know what I mean? As far as I bring more stuff in. Apparently, much better. Well, if you have mushrooms with the menopause brain, apparently it's a complete rewiring. Like it's a new study. It's like it changes thinking in so radically and in such a way. And I mean, you know, when I say our age, our vintage, our Pluto, if you will, these women are coming out of this perimenopause or whatever you want to say, like that part of their life. And suddenly they're not Crone yet. They're not ready to retire into the sunset, right? Yeah. They're like in between. So it's like we got Maiden, Mother, and then I put in Maga. So when I say I put in, I've heard of this. Yeah, that wasn't my originating.
Yeah.
But I put it in there, and then Crone. And what I've seen is, like, you've got kids, I don't, but there's a lot of women too that don't have kids. And there's this still different movement of women that have not wisdom power. Because do you not find the older you get, the more powerful you get?
Oh my God. Like I don't even have the menopause fog brain. My brain is so sharp the older I get because, and I'm not like gloating or anything, but it's only when I'm too stoned do I get that.
That's a code for menopause brain.
Oh yeah, I missed the code, of course. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. But no, a lot of people do say there's something for puberty, something for menopause, everyone. But I think if you're doing what you love, like we are, then you don't get these things. Like I've skipped a lot of the menopause problems in it. Like I probably a bit of, okay, I suppose my teeth have suffered a bit probably and things like bone, but that's me being out and not in the sun enough because I'm doing art inside. So I've tried to remedy that by now doing garden. But I think the happier you are, the more happy your soul is, the less symptoms you get physically. Because it's just the body trying to push you in for your soul's purpose, so everything.
I agree. There's a big thing right now called grey divorce.
Right. Oh yeah.
People have been together, 20, 30 years and suddenly they split. And these women, I get a lot of them here, like the rebirth, the Phoenix Rising.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of that.
And a lot of them, I'll start with, the genie here can grant your greatest desire, what's it going to be? And so many of them want to be hands-on healers.
Yeah, wow. Oh, they've never had that chance.
Right? Yeah. And they're brimming with it and they're so potent and, I'm like, yeah, bring it. This is your time, I mean, when you're younger, you think you're stronger.
Yeah.
But actually, I would say I developed power the more I got when I say got over the hormones, I mean, not bleeding is the greatest thing that happened to me.
Same here. That took so much of my emotional energy. Like, you'd be moody, this is coming, then I'd be in pain for one day. I'd have to have the hot water bottle, can't do shit. Like, it's boring to be in that cycle of like energy and all that supplementing, and I feel like free because of that,
right?
But yeah,
I can wear anything I want.
And also when I was young, exactly. When I was young, I had less self-confidence. I was shot, like I was running on nervous energy more, you know what I mean? Like I was still talk to people and I was able to, be in the public eye and that a bit, but still dying inside more, you know what I mean? Like
kind of more imposter syndrome,
and now where imposter syndrome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but now it's like, well, fuck it, I'm here, move over. Bitches, here I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Yeah, that's it. And it's just funny to be immature at this age and getting away with it, you know what I mean? And just being ourselves and just, like even
I look in the mirror and I see wrinkles and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I
don't feel that at all.
No.
You know what I mean? And I am actually appreciating the aging process more because I don't look as old as I am. So of course I fucking appreciate it. Looked older, I'd fucking hate it.
Yeah, that's right. You look twinkle. You've still got the twinkle in your eye and the naughtiness and cheekiness.
I think that the life force is more than the line. You see those older sort of Slavic women in the photos, or you see like,
I love that.
Like a native of some description. I don't know what to say. Indigenous. And
interesting.
Like they haven't had Botox and all that shit, right? But look alive. They look like, come here, little one.
Yeah, the wisdom. I look at the photo, you don't get bored with their face. Yeah.
Right. And they're so interesting. Like, I suppose I appreciate them more now than when I was younger. I know, because I hear myself saying shit that I was like turning my nose up at, Not so much, enjoy your youth. Not so much that, but more like, you'll learn.
Yeah.
And you have to crash and burn. No one can tell you. I don't care what you say.
Yeah. I agree.
It's
and
like
sometimes like with my daughters, like you say, I want to tell her, wish she'd listen to me. Why doesn't she listen? I think, Sharon, you didn't listen to anything. Like, and then I go, they want to learn the hard way. And then I think that was you. I wanted to learn. Like, it's not even the hard way. It's my way. It's their way. It's not the hard way, but someone who sits there, you know what I mean? Like I have to stop myself doing that.
I want you to have to go through it. That's all. You know what I mean? Trying to save you the fucking shortcut.
Yeah. I'll be here for a cuddle at the end. Come at the end when you get yourself back.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be here to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, that's it.
So an average day for you, because you're so prolific, I assume you fucking create every day. So what does it look like? How? Because so many people have a problem engaging the creative process or being able to reach in and just let the flow come.
Oh yeah.
So what's your what do you call it? Antidote, shall we say, for block or to just ignition?
Well, it's a real thing. Yeah, 100%. And I suppose because I worked in that National Australia Bank in my early 20s and that was living hell for me.
What has body or Clyde? I mean, my God.
No. And then I went like for 5 years. And so I went to a Vali Myers exhibition and saw her doing art and me doing this. And I went, what the fuck? And then I saw a video on her and how dedicated she was. And I just went, wait, I can do this.
What's her name?
Vali Myers.
What's her name?
Vali.
Okay.
Vali Myers. She's one of my favorite. She's an inspiration. She's dead now. She's beautiful. Pen and ink artist. But anyway, so when I just saw her and I thought, wait, well, what do you want in life? And I want a life where I create beauty. And now I'm addicted because and sometimes you didn't want to do it. Your kids are screaming. You feel depressed to split up with your partner. But when I got into the Witchcraft magazine, I had a deadline. So I had sometimes 4 days to do a drawing because the writers would take so long writing and give it to me at the end. And I'd have to do it quickly. But then, so that taught me, and then I'd go, well, do you want to be in the magazine or not? If you don't want to be in it, you don't do the work. But if you want to be in it and spread your art and spread the message of the art around, you just got to do it. Now I'm addicted. And then also people say, oh, I'm waiting for the muse to arrive. And my saying is, don't wait. She waits for you. So when you turn up in your studio, the muse will come later because she sees you're dedicated. You've turned up. Then once I'm in, even if I'm just drawing shit for half an hour, within 20 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, messages are dropping in. I'm downloaded. Oh God, I've got to do this. Can sometimes get, okay, calm down, right? Just write it down. You know what I mean? And you've got to turn up for it to then flow in. If you don't turn up and you keep making up blocks, you'll never get out of the block. Take you and your block to the studio or wherever you work and just pull out a pen and just start drawing. Just draw dicks if you have to, just whatever it has to be, like faces, whatever
inspires you.
Whatever it is, you're right, like the same word, I am Vicky, I am whatever, and then just you turning up the muse will go, wow, okay, here I am. Good on you, you're dedicated. I like it. Yeah, and that's what I found.
You could create a ritual for it. You know what I mean?
I love the ritual.
Love a good ritual myself. So you could really get into, do you know what? We should do a you know how you did the Cosm thing? You went and we were inspired like that. We should do one here.
Oh, I'd love that. Oh, yeah, I'd love it.
But I'm getting the really.
Yeah, wow.
Right? What's your friend's name? Monique, is it? The girl that went originally?
Well, she's a potter.
Yeah,
we get people to come and do.
She's a mad potter, not a mad hatter.
And we get the forager, Chanterelle, we get Raven.
Right. Raven, I'm going to try and get her on the pod, man. She's outrageous. She can hold some space, that chick. Like, take no fucking.
Oh my God.
Like, I love power. I love that shit. So I'm like, girl, let's talk.
She's amazing. She's so funny. Yeah, you're great. Yeah, you and her get along so well. I knew you would.
But I love, for me, she's like taken something quite obscure.
Yeah.
And when I say obscure, no one knew what that shit was until, Vikings and Vikings, that kind of shit. And held the flame.
Yeah.
And so authentically, it's like, it inspires me because, I'm reviving something I remembered from Lemura.
100%.
You know what I mean?
You're special and unique too. That's why you see her. It's the same.
Yeah,
right. We're all weird with our gifts. Yeah. All of us are gathering together now. There's all these wild women from Generation X all now like coming together.
Yeah,
like, out of the closet. Well, we never were in it, but we're getting stronger because our poor mothers.
I think we've all been in caves. We've all, not so much hibernation. We've been in development. It hasn't been safe.
That's it. Development. And
now the cauldron's cooked.
Yeah.
In a way, the patriarchy is very Pluto Capricorn. So now it's like our time.
Yeah.
Like split in the fucking fabric of.